y'all having a good time out there.
Creating an environment where every generation of a group of friends and family gets to interact together is one of the things I love most about being a DJ. Hello, my name is Shaun Piazza. I've been a professional DJ since 1999. I started DJing with my father back in the day. He owned his own DJ company, and it was somewhere in the mid-1990s before I even went to high school. He brought me along to the different weddings and gigs that he had going on, and first he started teaching me just about the equipment, and I'd help him set up and just kind of sit back and do my own thing. As I got a little older, he started teaching me more about the music, but really the most important thing he taught me was really how to read an audience. You know, to inspire an entire crowd of people to dance isn't as cut and dry as just picking a song off the radio. You really have to look at what's going on and read the vibe that you're getting from the audience. From the very beginning of a gig, when I walk in, I'm paying attention to the volume level and the tempo of the songs. And as the night goes on and through dinner, I start to slowly increase the tempo, and I'm looking for what people are doing. And as we go on throughout the night, I really see what audiences or what crowds respond to what different genres. And once I get the genres that the different people like, I'll sort of transition between the 3 or 4 different genres that seem to be big in a certain crowd and give each crowd 3 or 4 or 5 songs before I go on to the next one so that everyone can be involved in the wedding. Nick and Jessica have given me the honor of being a part of their celebration this evening, and on their behalf, I'd like to thank you for coming. My name is Shaun. I'll be the MC for the evening. If you have any requests or need anything else, please feel free to approach me. Now, without further ado, please stand and join me in welcoming in the new bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Nick and Jessica DeSerchek. The feeling I really get from being a DJ is excitement. The reason I really love weddings is because it's the only party in the world I can imagine where everyone comes to looking to have a really positive time. You know, you can go out to the bars or you can go to a friend's house and have a party, and oftentimes people will bring their troubles and everything with them. But at a wedding, it's the one venue where everyone tries to leave all that stuff at the door, and it creates just the most positive energy atmosphere that you can imagine. And I like to be a part of that and to orchestrate building it. Nick and Jessica are preparing to cut the cake, and they'd like to invite you to take some pictures. But please be respectful of the professionals and allow them to get the shots they need to create a great photo album for the bride and groom. Nick and Jessica will cut their cake right now. The preparations for the day of wedding starts right when I wake up, because it's all about looking over the planning form again and really trying to imagine how the night's going to go. And it's ingrained in my head, you know, I can't stop thinking about it because I think there's just so much going on at a wedding, and when you show up, you don't know how involved the hall manager is going to be. So you don't know if you're going to have to be really coordinating every aspect of the event or if you're going to have someone there. And if you're missing one piece, it can be a really big hiccup, and then you're just standing there at the microphone in front of 300 people looking like a dummy. So I try to avoid that situation as best I can. I really think about how I'm going to announce everyone and make sure I have the right names ingrained in my head, and make sure that I'm prepared to really address the audience and make everyone feel like I'm a part of what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would now please direct your attention towards the dance floor and join me in welcoming Nick and Jessica to their first dance as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nick and Jessica DeSerchek. The way I judge how well a wedding went is really by the size of the smiles and the compliments that I get from both the bride and the groom and their parents, who are just saying, everyone is saying you were the best DJ, had the greatest time. That's what I really judge as being an A+ wedding.